Hey there. So I'm going to show you how I put on my nails. I have limited time before I have a meeting, so we're going to do this as a speed run. But I think that's fair because I think one of the coolest things about these is that you can do them really fast. So that's what we're going to do. All right, I'm going to show you what I have. So I have busted open my pack, and you can see here in my nails, which you guys voted on. I've got my little alcohol pad. I've already filed my nails using my cool glass nail file. I use the pack as my trash receptacle, so I just leave it popped open. And then I always have a straight pair of scissors and a pair of cuticle scissors because I find these are really good for cutting the edges and clipping down to size. I always have a little cuticle pusher. The little rubber end is helpful. And then this guy is helpful for separating the edges of the, ooh, this is gonna be fun to get it to focus. Cool. The edges of the piece when I wanna cut it off if I can't use my own nail. And I've got two Holo Tacos. I've got scattered Holo, and I've got the glossy taco, which is quick drying. I'll probably put scattered over this because it's very pretty, but I also really love my scattered. And this, let's talk about this. This is my tripod. This is how I'm going to hold my camera so that you can see my nails. Let's not talk about, let's not talk anymore about it. All right, so I'm going to cut the package open, which I'm going to do at the very, very top because officially this is a one-time use. You open it and you use it. You have different sizes so that you can find the right fit for your nail, and then you're supposed to be one and done. Unofficially, as a user, I know other people reuse them. So you can actually put them back in the package and seal this up. You can use a flat iron. Some people prefer to use a lighter. But if you reseal this, you can then use them at another date. Officially, Color Street does not condone this, and you are not guaranteed the quality of them if you do that. So please know, as a Color Street rep, I am telling you that these are one-time use only. As a user of them, I will say that I know people successfully have used them after resealing. So I'll just leave it at that, right? So I'm gonna open these bad boys up. I just used my alcohol swab. This is how many you get. Ooh, I think they're so pretty. All right, so I'm gonna pick out the ones that I know fit my nails. I've used these so many times, it's ridiculous. I only use 5 strips because I use half a strip for each nail. So I'm gonna pick them out and I'm gonna show you what I do then. Whoa. Okay, here we go. We've got thumb, forefinger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky. So I had to debate which one did I want to have which pattern because I can switch out a couple of these in the different sizes and sometimes I can trim them down a little bit, so on and so forth. So what I do next is usually I start with my pinky. You take this top layer off. Make sure you take that top layer off because the first time I did this, I didn't take that top layer off and I had to try and take the top layer off afterwards after I had taken this tab part and cut it off, and it was really hard. Don't do that. Don't be dumb like me. So the top layer is off. What I normally do next is I take my little cuticle scissors, which are so handy because they're already curved, and I just cut around this little pull tab seal. You don't have to do that. You can just take the pull tab and pull it off. But I like cutting it just because then it has the nice little curve perfectly set. Throw that in your trash bin. And then I take the thing and cut it straight in half. Now sometimes people put it on their nail and then sever it and then put the other half on their other nail. I like doing this with the backing beforehand so that I'm not accidentally sticking the other half and messing it up somehow. So I put the other half down. I take the skinny end first, so you'll notice one end is kind of skinnier than the other, and I compare it to my nail to make sure that I'm gonna fit nice and steady. Yep, and it's looking nice. I take it and peel off the backy. Come on. Now this is why I start with my pinky because I use my index fingers for everything, so I don't do my index fingers until the very end, and even then it's Index fingers are the very last thing that get done. If I do double layers of anything, or if I'm doing a design or something, index fingers are the very last thing that get done at all. And then, so I've got this, there it is, boop, boop, boop. And all I'm gonna do, I like to start right at the, like the arch, the point of my arch of my finger there. And I lay it right there. You don't want to get on the cuticle. I lay it down and I kind of lightly rub it to see how well I'm hitting the sides. And look at that. It laid down very nicely, didn't go over my cuticle on either side. There's a little bit of a gap here. Ooh, can you see that? A little bit of a gap, but honestly, it's not overlaying hard here, so I'm cool with it. So then what I do is I press it hard and I'm warming up the strip. God, it's like unfocusing. I'm so sorry. This is my first time doing this. Please be nice to me. Okay, so now it's nice and stuck. Now here's the fun part. Now you want to kind of tuck it under your nail. Tuck. And tuck, tuck, tuck. So I'm tucking it under my nail and I'm doing it kind of gently. And then I'm going to do another round a little harder to sever it. And the reason you wrap it under your nail is because you want this to be on the edge of your nail, right? Because if it's not on the edge of your nail, you're going to leave the edge of your nail exposed and then it can chip easier. So when you look at your nail straight on, you should see it on the edge. I don't know if you can see that. All right, so then, boo-doo-doo. Look at that, it's a pretty watermelon nail. It's a pretty watermelon nail. And then you got this little extra. You just crumble it up, throw it in your trash pile. So, I've got one nail. Usually I would go to the other side and do the other side. Doop, 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 and just keep switching off. So I'm gonna take a break. And I'm going to pop on a couple others, and then I'm going to show you how I do my thumb. I'm going to give you an example of one that I cut down to size. We're back. We're back. We're back. And ta-da! Are we focused? No, we're not. Hey, you want to focus? Hey, how about that? Oh, there it is. Ta-da! Okay, so we've gotten a little bit farther. We've got some nails. Look at that. I even did one of my thumbs without you. Sorry. Sorry about that. It looks like this one little corner of the thumb, if it will focus. What is going on? Thank you. This one little corner, I don't know if you can tell. It looks like it's doing a little bit of a pop up there. I wanted to show you what I do if that happens. I take my little rubber stopper and I kind of just poke at it to make sure that it's laying down flat. Lay on down. Yep, there we go. There we go. Now it's cooperating. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I think this is gonna look really pretty with a scattered hollow on it, actually. And funnily enough, there's like a tiny little watermelon rind at the very tip of this one that makes it look like I have something under my nail. Funny. Okay, so this one is one that I want to show you how, there we go, how I have to cut it to size. So you can see it is definitely bigger than my nail bed, like bigger. It's gonna annoy me if it won't actually focus. So I have to cut it a little bit. It's probably like, I don't know, like a teeny tiny bit bigger than it should be. But because it has a centered design, oh, it's not gonna autofocus, is it? That's really annoying. Because it has a centered design, it means I'm gonna have to chop on both sides. That's gonna be annoying. Cool. So what I usually do is I kind of eyeball it and I say, okay, cool. Usually I like to do one side. So if it was just one design, I would go like this and I'd say, oh, look at that. I have to take off like a little shave off there. But since it's centered, I have to do kind of a balance. So I'm going to take just the teeniest bit off of this side of the watermelon and the teeniest bit off the other side of the watermelon. I'm flipping it over because the curve of my scissors make it easier to cut it that way. Let's see if I cut enough. Actually, I think I cut exactly perfect. This is what happens when you do this too often. So I just trim it down the very tiniest amount. You can see the shavings I took are like the tiniest shavings. Oop, oop, oop. Can you see those? Nope. Of course not. There. See how tiny those are? Like, take less so you don't ruin it. Right? Less is more. And then if you need to shave it down, you'll be able to test it out until you get it right? So let's put this bad boy on. Sorry, Andy is walking around doing stuff, so you may hear him in the background. Cool. All right, so we got our good old doodad. I'm gonna put him down. Also, I want to show you, if you get it somewhere where you don't like it, you can just pick it up. Hey, look at that. I don't like where it was. I'm gonna change where it is. I'm gonna lay it down. Nope, didn't get that right either. Lay it down. How'd I do there? Hey, I did it right. So, I'm gonna rub it into place. Rub, 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 rub. Rub, 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 rub. That cuticle looks pretty good. All right. And I'm going to, again, use my finger to tuck it under. Tuck, 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 and kind of sever the edge. Tuck, 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 tuck. How'd we do? Let's see. Tuck, 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 tuck. Tuck Toyak Tuck. What's that from? Tuck Toyak Tuck.
It's from Ice Road Truckers.
From Ice Road Truckers, that's right. It's a town in the Ice Road Truckers that we used to say all the time. All right, there we go. And there's another successful nail. Awesome. All right, here's a good example of what you do if you get it on your cuticle. See this? This is messy. Messy, messy. It is on my cuticle, and if I leave it there like that, it will bug me, number one, and number two, it'll start lifting. So we don't want that, right? So what I normally do is I try and push it into place. Oh, well, actually, I might be able to just push it into place like that. Push it down as well as I can with my little stick to make sure it's sitting exactly where it should. But also, I will use my stick to separate the extra part away from my nail. So, now sometimes I end up messing up my manicure a little bit. There we go. I just got a little edge out there, and look at that. Now, the edge is nice. Can you see it? Ooh, look at that. Now there's a little bit messed up here too, right? So again, let's take the little rubber piece and tap, tap, tap. Oh, look at that. My rubber piece actually did it for me. Oh, it would be nice if I was on camera, huh? So all I did was push on the cuticle part, and you see I've got my little scrap separated away. It's sticking out. There it is. Boop, boop, boop. And now it's nice and pretty again. Nice and pretty. So now it's all fixed, and that hand is done. Now for this finger, this last finger, this is always the neglected finger, sadly. So I'm gonna put this last one on, and instead of using my finger to do this sever, sever, sever thing, I'm gonna use this end of it, this end, to do it, because if I use this finger, I'll mess up the end of this. Because these are going to, quote, cure in the next half hour, which means you really don't want to, like, do a lot of stuff to mess them up. They're dry. You can, like, do stuff with your hands, but you don't want to, like, jab at them until, like, the next half hour passes by, because then they'll be nice and hard and, like, good to go. The things I say. So I'm going to put this last one on, and then we can do some taco. I can't believe it took me until after I did all of my nails to realize that I should put the camera in front of my face. Like, with my nails in front of me. I'm a dummy. So here is the last nail, and it came out really well. I apologize for my cuticles. They look like crap, but hey, my nails look awesome. They look so cute and watermelon-y. So the reason I'm videoing this portion is because this stuff is awesome and it's just amazing to see, and I have to show you how beautiful it is. So this is our Holo Taco scattered holographic glitter, and I suck at painting my nails, so you'll also see that my thumb gets painted. Like, look at that. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Look at it. Look at it. I really just wanted to see this index finger get it, because like, look at this beautiful design, and also it just needs glitter so badly. This is like the motto of my life, that everything needs it. So I was thinking you probably want to like wait to paint your nails over. I don't know, like you probably want to let them cure, but I don't do anything like that. I just go for it. Oh geez, I just let it drip on there. That's probably not the best way to do it. Okay, doing this with a Lego in your face. See, this is me painting my, this is why I love these things, because I can't paint my nails for shit. Oh my god, I suck at this so bad, but look how pretty. Oh, come on, phone, yeah, like, come on, who doesn't like sparkly watermelons, right? Whoa, that was a lot. Okay, bring it down a notch, Val. Bring it down a notch. Okay. So I'll definitely wait a bit to do the top coat. You can see my cuticles are all shiny. This is why I don't paint my nails. But like, how great is that? All right, I'll do a top coat, the glossy top coat over that once this dries. But yeah, that's it, man. We're done. Sweet.